That's working there on that side, but let's see about the other side now. Nope. I'm trying to figure that out.
Go. I think we're live now. So we just a little bit.
Hopefully we're live. If we're live, actually, can you please let us know? Since just trying to figure out some stuff. Now, how would we go through that to our page? Go over this way now, or what? Showing that we're live on Google, but where are we live here? Go up and click the YouTube button on the left. Ever since they've done some changes to YouTube, YouTube is no longer exactly what it used to be. Sure. See YouTube. Click on YouTube and see if that works.
We're live anyway, so welcome everybody. So we're just figuring out some new YouTube features here. We're also on our Facebook Live right now too, so you guys are more than welcome to tune in either on our Facebook or our YouTube. So
no, like, you know, Facebook though is actually my personal Facebook is what we're under for live.
Yeah.
So just so that we have 2 viewers. Hope you guys can see us.
Yeah, so let us know if you're having any trouble seeing us or you can't see anything or can't get anywhere. Just let us know if you're having any issues. But everything seems to be working all right here. We got chat up and we got our live broadcasting here. So we'll just start in, I guess. So we got Facebook going and we got our live chat going on our YouTube channel. We haven't done one of these since, I guess, earlier this year. So.
Well, not really. I know. We haven't done it ever since Coburg.
Yeah, Coburg as well. But we had a lot of technical trouble at Coburg when we did it too. So. Because we were downstairs in the jail cell area at the Coburg jail, and it was so thick walls and a lot of metal around, we had trouble getting our signal out on wireless. So.
Yeah, but I did take the footage. I did edit through. You guys can actually check that underneath our YouTube page. We do actually have listings actually of all the videos that we've done within 2016.
Yeah, we have all of our listings of all of our videos and also all of our investigations that we've done in the past too, if you want to check those out on our website, which is ogpsfilming.ca.
That's correct. Now, those that have been actually with us throughout the years, we do say thank you very much. And also for the people that just joined us this year, thank you once again.
Yeah, we'd like to say a big, big thank you to all of our new friends that we've met and our colleagues in the field that we've met throughout 2016. You've been a big help to us getting our filming company up and running for the paranormal series that we are doing. For those that maybe don't know what we're trying to do yet, what we're trying to do is develop and film a paranormal series geared towards Canada. Right now, there is not a lot out there for Canada, and there's a lot of people involved in the paranormal field in Canada. And I think it's well deserved for not only people that are in the community, but also for people that just generally like and are curious about the paranormal. There's no shows out there right now on network TV for Canadians. There's a couple shows out there still running. Quite a few are in the States, such as Ghost Adventures, Ghost Hunters. I don't even know if it's on the air anymore. Dead Files. All those ones are in the States and they're US based. And there's absolutely nothing on network TV besides, I think there's one show there that we watch that's Canadian, but they're out west. So there's nothing like here in Canada, Ontario, for people to watch and show our history of Ontario or this region or even broader out in Canada. And we're trying to get something rolling for this region of Canada on network TV.
That's right. There might be actually that one program that's actually on Out TV, but they're not really touching it hardcore. And
it's a very niche community on Out TV. It's not broadcasted widely, say on CBC or something like that, where a lot of people are going to be watching historical shows or paranormal shows and get that audience. And there's another one though that we watched called The Other Side.
Yeah.
And that one was actually pretty good. It's actually out of Western Canada, so they cover the prairies and out west, and they don't really come into this area.
They're based out of Saskatchewan, Ontario, and you can find them actually in the Nave channel.
And that's it. Theirs is a very niche community as well. They focus a lot on Native culture, which is great because we do a lot of stuff in that culture as well. We try to use Native smudging as much as we can. We try to do a lot of things the Native way. And that's what they focus on. And they're on the channel APTN, which is the Native channel. And they, like I said, focus a lot mostly on the prairies and out west. And we feel there's nothing really here in this region in Ontario where there's a big paranormal community here. And I think there would be a big audience here for a station to pick us up.
Yeah. So, Trevor, can you sort of read what we've done actually within the past year
to the people? We had a very busy year filming. Thank you guys so much for your support. We love our fans. We love our people that follow us. We even love more the people that help us out. A big thank you to everybody that's helped us out in 2016. You know who you are. We'll just mention two names quickly. One is Angel Whispers, Doris. We thank you so very much for your assistance over the past year. You've helped us out at events, at filming, and everything else, giving us guidelines and pointers. We can't thank you enough. We love you so much. And also to the Peaceful Healing Tree, which is Trish. We know she is not in country at the moment, but we say thank you very much to her as well.
And also to our lovely good friend, which is Teresa.
And Teresa that we met back in Coburg as well. She's helped us out on a couple of events, but we hope to join with her in some more events this year as well.
Yeah, which we'll get to within a couple minutes. But Trevor, what did we do this year?
We had quite a busy year. We did a whole bunch of filming. We had several series of filming bookings booked up this year. One was in Coburg, one of our favorite spots at the Coburg jail.
Now, I'll let you know that was once the largest jail actually in Ontario, but they just closed down just this year. We were lucky enough to get in there before they actually closed.
Yeah, that was kind of some shocking news to us. We didn't really know that was happening. We just did our Halloween event there this year as well, and we found out shortly after our Halloween event about the closure, but we were lucky enough to get in and do our event there this year, which is great. It worked out really well, and we're sad to see it close, but we were lucky enough to be honored to have our event there.
All right, somewhere else.
We also did some filming. This year we had a major filming weekend that we did down in Niagara Falls. We did a 3-episode shoot down there this year in Niagara Falls, and it went really well. We did 3 different locations. We have each location posted right now. Episodes are all done. They're posted on our YouTube channel, which you guys can check out. One was at the, let me go first.
Doesn't matter.
I can't think of the name of it. Battleground Hotel was the first one that we did, along at the Drummond Hill Cemetery. So we combined those 2 into one episode, so you guys get 2 locations in one. Really awesome place there at the Battleground Hotel. Historical location, right pretty much on Lundy's Lane. If you know Niagara at all, Lundy's Lane is like the main drag in Niagara.
Besides
the tourist area in Clifton Hill, but we did that. They're very awesome to allow us to come in and do that location. Battleground Hotel and Drummond Hill as one series. Second series we looked at and filmed was the Historical Museum in Niagara Falls itself. So we were able to talk to the leader of the museum, and he walked us through some of the stuff they do there and the history about the War of 1812. We included the Chippewa battlefield too, right?
well, that one there. Well, that was the year before, but sort of recap of that one. But yeah, I know that's what we did. Is some of Chippewa, which is one of the great battlefields actually. Before they were closing, actually the bloodiest battle of War of 1812, which Trevor was saying, Drummond Hill Cemetery. We also did
the Willoughby Schoolhouse.
Yes, which we combined actually 2 episodes.
Yep.
Because before we got there, we were told that the place was not active.
Yeah, we were sort of quiet location, paranormal wise, and most of it was just history based. And we talked a lot about the history there and what it's for. We talked to the staff to see if they've had any encounters. And what usually happens after you start talking to people is they will want to talk about it, but they can't talk about it because of their field. Find ways to draw out any paranormal stories. And this is the case in this location. One of the staff actually witnessed a little boy with blonde hair outside.
Yeah, just right when she was opening.
Yep, just right when she was opening. There shouldn't have been any kids around or anybody there yet. That was one of the stories that we talked about in this episode. And we actually got communication on the K2 down in the basement of the location while we were investigating with the little boy. So there is a connection there. We weren't there very long, just on the 3rd day of filming there in Niagara. So we would love to go back and do a full overnight investigation someday.
Yeah. That's very unusual right there. And that show a picture of us inside. So. No, don't press that.
No.
For those that are watching, hopefully you can actually hear us. And see us underneath my page. Facebook, there is some difficulties.
No, there's always difficulties, but it's working.
We're trying to get this thing working. What we might do is for a couple minutes, so is actually switch over to Trevor's notebook. So whenever we're at a location, we're always using Trevor's notebook. This time we're actually using desktop. Hopefully,
we have 3 viewers, so if there's any viewers that would like to give us any notice if there's anything wrong, hopefully you guys can see us okay.
Okay, but can you see us actually on,
you're supposed to also
on YouTube?
Yeah. What's the main point?
Doris, can you please let us know? I can see you. Okay.
Well, we figured it was working because it says broadcasting, so
Thanks, Doris.
that's the only way we can tell.
Yeah. So basically, those we did, besides actually all Niagara, which we also learned to do with one of the first terrorists actually of Canada. He burnt down the first Bronx Monument actually down in Niagara Falls.
For those of you that know, the Brock's Monument has to do with the War of 1812. So Isaac Brock has monuments down there, and apparently somebody went down and burnt it during or after the war. And there was about an assassination attempt that happened in that area, and we'll talk about that in our episode as well. So,
and this was shortly after the War of 1812, but the gentleman actually ended up in Colbert Jail.
Action that we have. So.
Yeah. Now, another location that we did with Fabulous Doris and Teresa, they are actually mediums, what I am, and we did a Aurelia Opera House with them. I don't mind if Doris gives us a call so that way she can actually talk about this, and then we can go into discussion actually of what's going on next year.
Yeah, we want to have a special guest on here for you guys today, so we're gonna wait for a few seconds, and hopefully we will be speaking with Doris, medium that we work with very soon here.
Just have to wait for the phone call.
Yeah, just a few minutes. It's a great location that we did. We've got a lot of activity there. For those of you who don't know, Aurelia is in northern Ontario, not northwestern, but just north of Barrie a little bit, and in the Barrie region. And we were lucky enough actually to get in there.
And talk about her.
There she is.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
Happy New Year.
Thank you. You too.
Oh, how's everything?
Going good. We had a great night last night. How was yours?
It was quite good.
No?
So yes, I'm listening. Everything's good on YouTube.
Okay.
I haven't checked Facebook, so but we all can see you.
Okay.
So thank you for asking me to call in.
That's great. We're lucky to have you call in today for a guest on the show.
So, do you want to sort of explain it, since we're talking about the Aurelia Opera House, what you sort of thought and what you kind of picked up there?
Opera House was amazing because I've never been there, so that was a wonderful adventure for Teresa and myself, especially for Sue not telling us, and we, to find out what was going on. But yes, that is such an amazing place, to be in and to feel and experience what was going on, and the few things that happened that night was amazing, especially if of you and Trevor wanting us to find the spot or the doorway to where there was a tunnel going through, which we got, and just seeing all those girls, just seeing that people were watching us and turning around and to go follow them, and they're all running away. So that was really amazing, as well as going towards all these people. I think what we felt would be going to the washroom, and that was really funny. I think Teresa and I had a really big laugh after because, why we were drawn to the ladies' room, to go there and to experience a lot of stuff. So yeah, a workshop in that would be so fantastic for everybody.
Yeah, well, there might be some news coming up later in the year that we can share. We can't tell any details yet, of course, but it's still in the works.
Of course.
But that location that's involved, yes.
Yeah, that would be wonderful, because that's my first time ever at the Aurelia Opera House, and experience, and especially working with my guides and my spirits of giving us the information to find out, and confirmation through you both, and Rory. Thanks to Rory for taking us around. That was such a
the staff there was amazing. Yes.
Those don't know exactly who we're talking to. The young lady is right here. Whoops. That's right there. There's the young lady right there that we're talking to. Where my finger is.
Sorry, we're.
It's okay, love. It's just a picture of you.
It's right here.
Oh, okay. That's great.
So.
And too, as well as you're going to work with Trish, and the other lady down at the bottom, who I haven't met yet. So
No.
That's Trish there, and then this is our other good friend.
Oh yeah, all the two other lovely ladies as well. I know Trish, so I can't wait to work with her this year. So,
Yep.
and as well as Teresa. You know, Teresa, what a wonderful medium. You know, my first time working with Teresa, and honor to work with you two as well.
Now, for this coming year, do you want to sort of explain what's going to be sort of happening? Well, we're doing actually, of what people know though, that we're doing a spring lockdown. But do you want to sort of give to the people that are watching what's going to go on with you?
Okay, yeah. Well, the workshops that I would like to do, and there's many, and I just have to wait till Trish comes back so we can go over through some other stuff. But one main one is to make your own spirit wish ball, angel ball. I think that's very important. In my house, I have one in each of the rooms, especially for the boys. I feel that's very, important to have to draw away anything that's negative. And I feel too that when you're making your own personal and adding your own crystals, your own herbs, your own feathers. So I will bring all that material. Each person will be eating two, so you can make your angel one and put your angelic seal to it. The most important too is about grounding, and not just taking the tools. Why are you taking that crystal? Why are you using that feather? So it's not just taking the items and adding them into the ball. It's why you're taking that and to charge your spirit ball, your wish ball. They have all different names. They originate from England, from the late 1800s, and they used to have them all in their home too, to attract any evil spirits that were around. So with these spirits, they would be so attracted to the colors of the ball and go inside. So I think that's very important to have, as well as your psychic abilities, either making your own wand as well, your smudge wand, to make your own smudge sticks as well. So that's along the way. But just to talk with Trish what we should do for what workshops, many, all different kinds.
All right. And how much would the workshop be around price range?
It will be around $55. That's because of bringing the tools, you're taking them home. Each person will get a folder with all this information. So they'll be taking that home with them as well. So that's included as well. Especially for when you're doing your own witch balls or spirit balls, each person will be making two of them and all the information as well.
Okay.
Great.
All right. Well, we do say thank you very much. For those that want to know a little bit more, let you know. Actually, we should be releasing stuff no later than probably mid-February.
That's wonderful. I think that many are very excited. I know down this my way too that a lot of them are very excited.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Well, there will be also, I think it's important to note that there is limited spaces for our events, so it's good to book as early as possible.
Yeah, so as soon as you know, so like we can, write that down, let everybody know how many spaces are available.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be about 30, so that'll be our
30,
rough number,
okay,
yes.
Yes, and at least so that I know too, because I need to do all the printouts and so that everybody has their own copy. And I mean, I have all my tools here, so I can't wait. I think it's going to be fabulous this year.
Well,
yeah.
Just like last year.
Oh my God, yes. Last year, I mean, I know a lot of people were saying they couldn't wait until 2017 came. I mean, yes, there was an up and down, but every year is going to be a roller coaster ride for everybody.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about, working with the energy and a lot of people say they had a little bad luck too, but I think, we just have to work with that and just change things around. And I think, more love each other, understand each other, work with each other. I think that's very important. I think last year was a very bitter year for a lot of people not understanding each other. So I find that that's what we need to do. And I think listen more this year for each other.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I think that's one issue we ran into as well. And I know we need to work on some things ourselves. We would like to work more with people this year.
What it is, I feel that it's not a competition.
Yeah.
We all think, as a medium, as a healer, as a psychic, any of that, there's no competition in that. We all have our own ways of working. No one is better It's
Yeah.
about working with each other, listening, and it doesn't matter if the other. And I think that would make everything so much easier for everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
So true, so true. Well, again, though, thank you very much for calling in, and look for talking to you offline.
Okay, and Happy New Year to you guys again, and I'll see you soon.
Will do, love.
Yes, you too.
Because, just to let you know, Josh so loves his slippers.
Oh, great.
He loves them. Okay?
All right.
Good
All
to
right,
hear.
thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Happy
Bye-bye.
New Year.
You too.
You too. Was our medium friend that we use on some of our series. She was out with us at our Aurelia Opera House filming that we did, and I think it was August this year.
Yes.
We went up to there and did some filming, and we had a wonderful time. We used this medium to try to get a feel for the energy there. We'd like to do that and sort of sense what's around there, and just see what the spirits are like there before we actually go in and film. So that's what this one was to see about doing
Sorry for that.
just to see a preliminary investigation of what the energy holds in that location. We hope to be going back to Aurelia at the Opera House again, possibly for an event, but that's going to be announced later on, I guess, later this year. Any details yet on that? We're still working on that event. But if we don't get an event there, we're definitely going to go back and do some filming there for a part 2, a more hardcore investigation with the tools and try to actually get some evidence this time without fully.
Yeah.
So
The Opera House actually once was a jail, fire hall, city hall.
yeah, it was a whole bunch of things. There's a big prohibition. I went through there, I think in the 70s, he said.
Yeah, and there was also an underground tunnel that went across the road. It wasn't in the 70s, it was actually in the 40s for the prohibition.
Earlier, okay.
And it went across over to one of the locations, right where they used to do
Brothels.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a brothel location. Then there was a tunnel that went right from that location. So all the head people at the
City Hall
just went over there after work and stuff, and nobody knew about it.
So, okay, right. So, what type of events did we do? So we did mention about, though, that we did actually the Kohlberg event.
We also filmed more this year. We did a lot of filming this year. So thank you again, everybody, for your support for us doing our filming work. We hope to bring you more of our series, which we now have a title for, which we can tell people.
Yeah.
We have a title. We are calling it simply Haunting. So it works on many different levels. We can do a lot with that title, we feel, and we hope to bring you more haunting this season. We hope to have a season 2 this year. So.
Yeah. The image has been actually created by us. We've gone through everything so that way it cannot be copyrighted, and we've done it again so much. But for the events, besides actually Kohlberg's.
Another event we had this year, at the same time as Coburg, we were invited to this one. It wasn't one of ours, but somebody actually asked us to help out. It was at the Bowmanville Museum. And if you don't know where Bowmanville is, it's just on Lake Ontario, just a little bit from Coburg. So we thought, well, since we were invited, it was a great chance to get 2 events in at Halloween this year. And we took the shot, and it went really, really well. So we'd like to thank the staff of Bowmanville Museum for inviting us over to help out with their, what they call Paranormal Night at the Museum, which is kind of like the movie out there. So Night at the Museum.
I did the actual museum location. Trevor did the other museum location, which was the house. And that group actually got so much activity in there.
There was tons of activity, especially upstairs. Holy cow.
And what I did those with my group. Well, I was actually in the one building. I got them to basically imagine that they're actually in the other building where Trevor was, and to see exactly what they were picking up.
Yeah, so he did what's called, what do you call it?
Astroplaning.
Yeah, astroplaning and writing. So the people that are in one location kind of sense what other people are doing in another location. And actually matched up. We had great results from that, so we might try that again in another location. We could probably do that maybe at the event coming up for spring lockdown.
Yeah, spring lockdown, that would be awesome.
Because we have 2 locations there, that might work really well. So
2 locations which can actually train out to be all together.
Yeah.
Now, also we did community television.
Yes, we work quite often with our colleagues over at Rogers TV here locally, and
that's where we started from.
We had our big start from there. Yes, we got our start doing our own show there called Paranormal Around the Region. For those who don't know, we shot that in 2013.
Yeah.
And we got 8 episodes out of that, and Rogers aired them, and we got a lot of recognition from community here as well as local people here that now recognize us as local celebrities. So we'd like to thank Rogers for that opportunity as well.
And who was
with us?
Who was the host that was here from Rogers?
We had Giovanni from the show Giovanni and Me. And he also had the show Swap Shop on Rogers TV. You probably know him from. So he came down for his show, Giovanni and Me, this year to our house here, which is very active, of course.
Yep.
And we told him about some of the history here. We told him about some of the encounters we had here. And he had us on for the Halloween special. This is great.
Now, what's going on for 2017?
In 17, of course, we are continuing with our series called Haunting. We hope to develop that more. We hope in the future to actually get picked up for network TV as well. We're going to keep pushing that. We have a few pictures in mind to propose to some stations, and we hope that goes very well, but we got to do that yet. That takes time. We got to develop and write stuff, so we also have some more locations lined up. We have a private residence coming up very shortly in the new year. If you guys have any locations that you would like us to check out, please don't just say you guys need to check this location out.
That's one thing that does get us actually avoiding you. If you're saying, oh, check out this location, but you don't even work there, you don't even live there.
Yeah, you have no connections for us. We can't to get that location if there is no connections for us. It's like you going to a location and you want to go in there, but you don't know anybody there. It's kind of impossible to get your foot in the door. So when you say you have a location, please try to have a contact as well for that location. That way we can actually contact somebody and get the ball rolling. We can't get the ball rolling if you don't have anybody for us to contact. We welcome your suggestions. We can try to send out feeler letters and stuff like that. But if there's a certain location you have in mind, please try to have a contact for us or somebody to call or something for us to reach out. You can't just go and trespass on properties and say, oh, we're here to check out a location. That is not acceptable. So we're a professional filming crew here. We need to have those contacts before we step foot on any property.
You gotta make sure all the contracts are signed, all the T's are dotted, and all the I's actually are dotted again.
Yeah. We do things by contract here. We sign people and we get their authorization to come in to film. There's a whole bunch of more things to do behind the scenes, such as contract signing and legal things we need to sign before we can even film on the property. So we should check out this location. Please try to have a contact name for us to reach out to.
Yeah, and also those, besides throw off that, but in spring though, we are looking about doing actually a spring lockdown. We're not going to be doing Halloween lockdown.
Halloween this year, but that is still in the works. So
yeah, it's still in the works. So like what we said to Doris, well, Doris was actually on the phone with us. We will not be posting it until February, and we will not be giving out locations or hints to anybody.
No, everybody gets the same treatment. So just feel it's fair that way. If you want more information, you're just gonna have to wait. Sorry about that.
Now, for this one location that we are planning on, if everything goes right, is okay. So we just got a message actually from Doris. Can't hear us on YouTube. Frozen.
Yeah, YouTube kind of freezes sometimes, so it'll just kick it back out. Yeah, it's not problem. There we go. Okay. Okay, well, I think YouTube just freezes sometimes, so just wait a little bit and it should kick back in for you. We're going to wrap up here since there is some issues as usual when doing this.
It's all because of the energy that our location actually holds.
Sometimes it does play some things, but also just the internet kind of bogs down sometimes. So, and say thank you very much again to everybody that has helped us out through our 2016 year. We look forward to working with you guys again in 2017. Hopefully, new ventures that come forth, we will include you guys in.
Yeah. So again, those from us to you, Happy New Year's.
Yep.
So if you're going to a party this year, please do not drink and drive.
Yep.
And also, please check out our website. Our website, you can, for anything really for us, Twitter or even Facebook, you can check us out at.
Our website is ogpsfilming.ca, or you can contact us. I want to actually thank everybody also for following us on social media. I've been looking after that like hardcore this year, and this year I'm not going to be doing that as much because I feel that we have built up a pretty good audience now on our Twitter, our Facebook, so we will still be promoting our episodes that we do and events, and that's probably about it for this year because we want to focus more on actually doing the developing and getting those locations in. So we have to actually try to ask you guys to send us locations you think we might be able to get into, but if you do, please send us a contact name or a phone number or email or something that we can reach out to somebody at that location. We can do some cold calling, as it were, with letters and stuff like that, but it's very difficult that way. It's more efficient if we have somebody to contact at the location.
And again, those look out for spring lockdown. Will be helping us out this coming year.
Trish here, we got Doris here, and our friend from Ghost Hunters of Wealth, Wanda.
So again, those from us to you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, and see you in 2017.